for a while, I've been turning over a challenge in my head, and that challenge has nothing to do with the fact that I'm trying to grow my beard back after shaving it way too short by accident. It's a long story, and I'm upset that it happened, but it's coming back. Anyway, one of the issues that we've dealt with is trying to figure out how to do windshield wipers in this car. Why, might you ask, is such a simple thing such a problem? It turns out in these cars this year, I think it's ended at 53, but I could be wrong. It might have been in 54 too. But they used a cable system, and it was also a 6-volt system. The problem with the cable system is that the cables stretch. If you are to buy an upgrade kit for this car, it is insanely expensive. It's something like $700. And right now, that's just not in the budget. I mean, if we can't come up with a proper solution, I guess down the road, we'll have to save our pennies and do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to try something different. I have no idea if it'll work, but it's worth the effort, and it was way cheaper. I think I spent about $100. So I'm going to go over to my layout table, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I did some research, trying to come up with different alternatives, check some forums, and there was really nothing definitive. In the end, this is what I ended up tracking down. Like I said a couple seconds ago, I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's worth a try. Wiper arms. Now, I would like to point out that due to packaging, one of my wiper blades came bent. I'd like to try to find an alternative for these blades because there's no spring to them. They're quite straight and stiff. I don't know how well they'll work. Not that we're planning on driving in the rain a bunch anyway, but we do need them. And then this guy, universal wiper motor. It is a set of 2. The other one is exactly the same as this. Comes with no instructions whatsoever, although I don't think it's too hard to figure out. So what I'm going to try to do, or what I'm going to do, is pull out the other mechanism. Not the most bird's eye view, but I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. All right, that guy's out. Grab my vice grips. Pull the knob out. This is the knurled one that held the blade on before. I don't even know if this is the right way to do things, but it's the way I'm doing it, and it's basically the only way I can figure out how to do it. Give this guy a tappa. There we go. Use this to... Gone. So there, that's what the cable system looks like. Turns out that this is trimmed to fit. We'll mark where we need to. We'll make sure to account for the space that this rubber grommet takes up as well. After I snip this off, I can trim this rod here that rotates, and then everything should fit nice and tight. The only thing I've got to do before I do any of that is insert this guy into here, which is the part that's going to keep the motor steady. This guy is all installed and nice and solid. So is the one on the other side. I've also marked off the spot where I need to cut to, but I don't have a disc to do that right now. Been a couple days since I've been down here, but that gave me time to mull things over in my head, and I realized I was about to make a huge mistake, and I'm glad that I didn't go any further. It wouldn't have been horrible, but it just would have been annoying, and I would have had to go back and buy parts. Like I said earlier, I was seeing online that you can shorten these guys down. Now, the one thing I wasn't sure of was the orientation of the motors. So I've got them flipped around a certain way underneath the dashboard because that's the way they fit best and that's where they tuck up the most. If I spin them around, they're going to pull themselves back a little bit. I'll have to put in a spacer in to get everything sitting properly. If I had gone ahead and cut and then I ran the motors and found that it wasn't moving in the proper sweeping pattern because of the way that I had them mounted, I would have been screwed and I would have had to go buy more motors. So this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire it up, run them, see how they work. Then I'm going to do my cutting. Then I'm going to put the arms on. Then this part of the project will be done. So wiring wise should be pretty straightforward. What I'm going to do is run everything into here. So I've run into a bit of a challenge involving my accessory switch panel in the car, which I want to run the wipers through. Now, most conventional accessories like fog lights or a dome light or anything like that are run by a positive switch. Just get my power source from my fuse panel and that's it. In the case of these windshield wiper motors, though, they are negatively switched. And I think that has to do with self-parking, which means that I can't run it through that panel because it just doesn't allow for that. So I had to do some internet sleuthing, and I think I've stumbled upon a solution. I just need to wrap my brain around everything that's going on. And what was really interesting was the guy that was faced with the same problem that I am just posted this about 2 days ago. So that was some good luck. Otherwise, I really would have been lost. Basically, what his solution was, run it through a relay. So what's going to happen is there's going to be the power that comes from the switch panel, and all it does is it's going to go into the relay, and it's going to be the one that just closes the circuit. And then what's going to happen is the negative wires for the wipers will just be in sequence in here, and when it closes, that'll connect the ground, and then it should activate the wiper blades. And I really want to try it for the sake of just looking tidy. I bought that panel for just that reason. If I don't really want to start putting switches all over the dashboard. Many videos ago I had it like that, and I ripped it all out, and then I redid it. So we'll give it a whirl, see if it works. If it doesn't, I guess it's a switch on the dash. If it does work, then that's a big thumbs up. I don't see why it won't. The one thing that I realized, because I'm so used to new cars, is the fact that these wipers are going to sweep up and up from the center. So that's going to be interesting once I get all that hooked up to see how well they stay in sync. I'm hoping that it works, and because if they go out of sync, that's going to be a tough one to figure out. So getting these things wired up was a real head scratcher, but I've got it all figured out now, wiring it through the relay, using the negative switch, and being able to use the switch pad to control the wipers. But I did put a backup in just in case, because I found that it doesn't always shut off. I'll show you what I mean. Car is on. Panel is on. Hit my button. We can hear him going. A little back and forth action here. Then, hit my button again. Oh, jeez. And there, it stops. I'm not sure why. So, and there. Now, this was the problem that I'm running into, and I'm not sure why it's doing it exactly. It could be something not disconnecting well in the switch itself, but if we're running and we're on the road and I run into that problem, I did put a kill switch here, and that does shut it off. It kind of completely negates the purpose, but leaving it on like that, I'm not going to touch it. That means I'll always be able to just run it from there. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research, but at least we've got wipers hooked up now, and I'll just pretend that's not there. But next up is cutting these guys down and getting the blades installed. So I'll be at that in the next day or two. I've been really procrastinating on this part of the project simply because I just cannot wrap my head around what needs to be done. I feel kind of dumb for doing it, but I think I'll get it figured out. There's just no giving up. I've put some masking tape here on the end of these rubber grommets, and I can then adjust as need be. So what I can do is I'll start running the wipers, seeing how they move, how the sweep works, and then I can keep adjusting them to the point to do the sweep that they're supposed to do. My only thing that I am curious about is whether or not the way that this sweeps, and I don't think that this will be the case, is that I might have to flip this guy around. So this guy is pretty much in exactly the right spot. Sweeping back up this way. This one, obviously I've got to spin some, and the tape, which I didn't explain before, the whole reason for putting that on was for this exact reason. I'm not going to scrape anything with the wiper arms. As you can see, it'll be smacking into the body and whatnot. So now, basically, I can just give it a bit of a spin. And it's hard to tell here, but you can see that they are going in sync and out of sync. Maybe down the road I'll buy the proper motor for it, but I'm not super concerned. This was a cheap solution. It might look a little bit goofy going down the road, but it's not like the car looks perfect either. One of the problems that I was having was that when I hit the button on the aux switch, the wipers would keep going, which if you saw earlier in the video is why I put that override switch in. But I didn't understand that the reason that they kept going was because that's how the self-parking works. So they'll still go a little bit. It doesn't work like in a conventional car when you turn it off and it just shuts off right away. They'll wipe a couple times and then they'll stop, which is great, which means I was twisting myself into a pretzel in my brain for no reason before, but now I get it. And it's a pretty straightforward setup with those wipers. But here's the problem that I've run into. Might be an easy solution, might not be an easy solution, but this is what's going on. Couple things that we've run into. Number one, I have a very curved window and I have a very straight blade. But this was the thing that I was concerned about, and this is exactly what happened, and I'm not sure how I want to do this. This guy is parked, which is great, but the issue is it's going to be parked like this. Now, do I really care if it's parked like that? Probably not. In this car, it's meant to sit like this. So my choice is this. Do I leave it like this? Or do I go inside and just spin the motor around? Okay, guys, as you can see behind me, they're both running. They are both a little bit all over the place, but they'll do the trick. They go out of sync like I said they would, then they go back into sync again. Now, what I did try to do was flip the motor over. I spent the last hour messing around with that, and even if I 180'd it, it came into the same problem when it came to the parking situation. So I'm going to just leave it like that for now, and that's good enough. This, unfortunately, is how those wiper blades are going to park. I can do a little bit of adjustment to cut these guys down a little and kind of move them out of the way a bit. Hopefully I can get this one down. But that's pretty much what I've got to work with right now until I find some funds and maybe get a proper kit. But you know what? It is a rat rod after all, and so it does not have to look perfect. This has been a long slog to get this done. I'm glad it's finally finished. This has turned out to be a rabbit hole of issues. My OCD would not allow me to walk away from this wiper project the way that the wipers were parking. It was just gonna drive me absolutely nuts. And it made me realize that I can't let them self-park. All of that research, which I'm glad I figured out, I can't use it because I'll go nuts going down the road. I'll just be looking at the one wiper sticking up and I'll just think that it just looks like junk. So I decided to rewire stuff. As you can see, everything sits fine now. What did I do, you ask? Well, pulled everything apart, plumbed everything into the aux switch here, and basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to be the self-parkers. So they do run independently. I've got a wiper here, wiper there. Turn this one on, turn that one on, right? So I want this one over here to stop down, hit the button. Want this one over here to stop down, hit the button. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. So I hope you enjoyed this crazy adventure. It is finally all done. I'm glad that I stroked it off the list. It's finished. We can move on. Make sure to tune in next time for something else that's hopefully just as interesting.